Nigel Farage has warned Brits that they face having the government monitor everything they earn and spend money on. Nigel Farage has delivered an ominous warning that the next battle against Marxist cancel culture will come in 2030, and said freedom lovers must begin the fight back now in order to have any chance of rolling back big government and big bank. Mr. Farage, fresh from his new debanking campaign after very publicly losing his account with cuIture, warned that the government is already employing people and working on the rollout of a central bank digital currency, which will begin its trial phase at the turn of the decade. Speaking to the Freedom Association's Cancel Conference, the GB News presenter warned that a central digital currency would represent ultimate control of people's lives, and will allow the government to control what money comes into your bank account, and control what you choose to spend your money. He predicted a future in which someone hoping to book a holiday to Marbella would be told by the bank, "I'm so sorry but your carbon allowance for this year has been used up." Mr. Farage argued, "This is not fantastical, this is not some extreme fantasy, this is what many of those in the government want to do." Speaking from a hall in central Westminster, at a conference also attended by Sir Jacob Rees-Mogg and Marc Francois, he reminded the audience that he warned the European Parliament in 2013 that modern Western society is being overtaken by an unholy triumvirate of big government, big business, and big banks. He added, "Little did I know that those who ran the NatWest Group and cuIture were taking this speech, as the government has taken Orwell's 1984 and intended to put it into literal interpretation." Mr. Farage warned that banks are already limiting what individuals can spend their legally earned money. He cited a letter written to him by a 19-year-old university student, who was working part-time behind a bar and transferring £50 a month to a firm called Coinbase to invest in cryptocurrency. The student was contacted by NatWest to say he could no longer transfer his money to Coinbase, despite the fact they are registered with the Financial Conduct Authority. The TV presenter warned that 1 million people and businesses in Britain over the course of the last few years have been debanked, and labelled it the ultimate form of cancel culture. He concluded that a central bank digital current, where every single transaction that you make and register can be monitored by the government, is the next big battle for freedom, and recommended that the Freedom Association prepare to fight it. Mr. Farage also slammed successive Tory governments as the biggest cause of cancel culture in our country today. He accused Home Secretaries like Priti Patel and Suella Braverman of often saying things he agreed with, but never actually doing anything about it. According to one of the Bank of England's most senior officials, the planned launch of a central bank digital currency has been plagued by a lot of concerns about privacy. Sarah Breeden, who will play a key role in the creation of the digital currency, told MPs there needs to be a national conversation about the merits of such a project, noting the public consultation saw a lot of concern about privacy. Ms. Breeden warned the Treasury and Parliament need to reassure the public about how privacy is going to be delivered.